All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. This is Brother Azariah from WFI, Jersey, Philly, coming back with another video, giving all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, which the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, which the world calls Jesus Christ. Shalom, Shalom. Real quick, I'm going to open up with the book of Sirach, all right, 14 and verse 14. And happy new moon to all the brothers that's keeping the new moon today. All right, Lord willing, y'all enjoying yourselves and y'all enduring this thing. Shalom, shalom. All right, this is the book of Sirach 14. This is the book of Sirach 14 and verse 14. It says, defraud not thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee. So the Most High said not to defraud yourself of a good day. Today's the new moon. Today's a good day. Not only is it a law, but it's a good time. You get to enjoy the akim. All right, if you got your rib, you get to enjoy your rib. Do whatever you got to do. All right. And you feast in abundance, and you give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, which the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, which the world calls Jesus Christ. All right. That's what you do. You give all honor and glory to your powers. All right. But with that being said, just because these feast days come up, all right, these high holy days come up, don't get too caught up in the mirth. Don't get too caught up in the laughter, the quote-unquote peace and safety. Because some brothers, they celebrate these feast days and they get caught up in the fun, the excitement, the strong drink, all right? Then now they're not circumspect, all right? Now they have went from having a mind of understanding to an impudent mind, all right? Now, again, like I said, now they're in the house of mirth. They might not think Babylon's going to be destroyed anytime soon. All right. That's not for us, brothers. Yes, we do keep these high holy days, and we have fun enjoy ourselves and defraud, right? And defraud not ourselves from having a good day. But you don't go too far with this thing. You don't surfeit and having fun. All right. This truth is not about having fun, laughing all day, playing all day. This is not a game. That's not what this is, man. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah 16 and verse 18. Verse 8. This is Jeremiah 16 and 8. It says, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and to drink. The them is Jake, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. He said not to go into the house of feasting. What is the house of feasting? Heading up the club, all right? Going to damn Six Flags every damn weekend. I knew some Jakes in the world. Every weekend that came up, they wanted to go to Six Flags. Or they was mentioned in some party, some hotel party. Those people are in the house of mirth. They're in the house of feasting. The Most High said, don't go and follow these men. All right? It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place. This place is Babylon. All right? And the whole entire earth. It says, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes, meaning you're going to see it. All right? You're going to plan upon a table, see it. Nobody's going to tell you about it. It's not going to be a rumor. It's not going to be the word around town. The Most High is going to cause you to actually see these things with your own eyes. It says, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. So the Most High, he's cutting out all mirth, happiness, joyfulness out of the earth, man. All right. The time of playing around and playing games, them times is coming to an end. We see the upcoming wars that's coming up. All right. We see how Esau's being crafty. All right. They trying to give Jake these extra stimulus checks, and Jake don't really know what Esau's really trying to do. Esau's trying to crash his system so that he can come upon you with his wrath, man. All right. If you really know what's going on, and you know what's going on, man, you watching, you paying attention. Us brothers that's watching, we see what's going on. All right. The Lord, he's cutting out everything that was once acceptable in this world. Homosexuality, that's going to get cut out of the world. All right. Being a damn pedophile, those things are going to get cut out of the world. All right. Damn surfeiting and folly. The Most High is going to cut all of those things out of the earth. I'm going to read this again. It says, I'm going to read it again. It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth. So you're not going to hear laughing, giggling. You're not going to hear the sounds of little kids playing outside. All right. Now the summertime is approaching. Usually in the summertime, you damn wake up. All right. You might wake up 2 p.m. You hear the sounds of kids playing in the background. They're at the park, swinging on the swings. The Most High said you're not going to hear those things no more. All right, you're going to hear wailing, crying, screeching. All right, sounds of pain. Continuing on, it says the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? So the Most High, he's about bringing evil upon you. The Most High is not a God up there in the heavens. He just sits on his throne. He's watching the damn NBA games. He's watching the upcoming playoffs. The Most High is not up there in the heavens getting ready for the playoffs, man, or watch the playoffs. He got a jersey on. He got a damn Nets jersey on. That's not how the Most High is getting down, man. The Most High, he don't play around. He gets down with bringing evil upon men. He told you that in Amos 3 and verse 6. If there's evil in the city, hath not the Lord done it? When you see people dying out here, the Most High has put them to death. You see somebody damn get ran over by a damn train, man. The Most High has done that. Down to the smallest thing, the Lord is doing everything. He's operating everything that you see is being operated by the Most High God, man. And he's a terrible God, like he says, I believe in Psalms the 65th chapter. Continuing on, it says, or what is our iniquity, or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord? It says, then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. So the Most High, he's going to bring evil upon this earth. Why? Because Jake has not kept the laws of the Most High. Just the other day, they just kept Mother's Day, man. Mother's Day is not in the Bible. Where does it say, thou shalt keep Mother's Day? Thou shalt bring her flowers. Thou shalt do this and that. Those things are not found in the Bible. That's a pagan holiday. That's being a part of the feasting and the mirth of this world. Celebrating these wicked high holy days on the left-hand side, man. The Most High say, you brothers that's in this truth, don't indulge in that. Don't pay no mind to that, man. Because I'm soon gonna cut that out of this land. Right, like the brother said, that's damn folly, man. Let me get this real quick in the book of Matthew 24 and verse 12. All right, this is Matthew 24, and I'm going to read verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So iniquity right now is abounding on a high level. All right, they're trying to legalize pedophilia. All right, Esau is actually in these courts. They're trying to normalize pedophilia. It's okay to sleep with a young girl. You damn 45 years old and they trying to tell you it's okay to sleep with a 6-year-old girl. She's 5 years old. Hey man, damn, she just popped out of the womb. You can sleep with her if you want to, according to Esau. Iniquity and sin is abounding on the earth, man. And he said, continuing on, it says, the love of many shall wax cold. In them days that's coming, the love of many is going to wax cold. You may think your mom love you, your brother love you, your sister love you that's in the world. Their love for you is going to wax cold. All right? They're going to show their true colors, man. You read it, you go into the Bible, all the prophets, the men of the Lord, they've been persecuted by their own people, man. This is what's coming next in the earth. This is why you can't be in the house of feasting. You can't be in the house of mirth. Why? Because these things are going to catch you unawares, man. Soon the Most High, he's going to cause your own people to rise up against you, man. Why? Because you preaching the word of the Most High. You standing firm for the Heavenly Father. Jake, they don't like that you're in this truth, man. They abhor you. Let me get this real quick in 1 Peter 4 and 4. All right, this is the book of 1 Peter 4 and verse 4. All right, bear with me real quick. All right. This is the book of 1 Peter 4 and verse 4. It says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same access of riot, speaking evil of you. So, Jake, they find it strange that you're not at the strip club with them. You see Jake on Instagram and Snapchat, they posting themselves at the strip club. I just seen that recently, man. Some Jakes I knew in the world, they posted themselves at the strip club. Meanwhile, they at the strip club. Hey, I'm on live professing the name of the Most High. They kind of click on the live and say, what the hell is this brother doing? He used to do this. I used to know him for this. Now he's speaking out against us. Now he's getting on us for doing this. These are the things he would have used to like when he was in the world. Now he's different. Now this man has changed. This is not the same brother I knew. All right? And then they start speaking evil of you, man. They start speaking wickedly behind you. You think in the world they were speaking behind your back and talking about you and talking bad about you. Now that you're in this truth and you're professing the name of the Most High God, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah's name, and you preaching this truth out there boldly, now they're really speaking evil of you, man. All right? Then when Esau plants these damn false flags out here, they're going to easily convince Jake's mind to go out there and fight against you. All right? Why? Because it was already implanted in them. They already didn't like you because you was preaching against them. Now, Esau's telling Jake, these Hebrew Israelites, they're criminals. They're terrorists. Didn't you see the Jersey Shore shooting? All right, they just killed them Amalekites, man. They shot them Amalekites up. These men are terrorists. We need to bring them in. Hey, Jake is not gonna think about it. All right, Jake is gonna at the snap of the finger do it. Why? Because they're gonna have wanted posters up. Now, when you got a wanted poster, it just doesn't say wanted such and such. Wanted Azariah. It says wanted. Then it says your name Azariah. It shows a picture of you. Then it got like $50,000 at the bottom of it. Hey, $1 million. They might offer you $1 million, man. They might offer Jake a mansion, and Jake is very materialistic and carnal. They're gonna do it just like that, man. So the Most High is gonna stir up Jake's spirits, and they're gonna fight against you in these last days. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 19. All right, 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 19, and it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for tribulation. So all hell's going to be breaking loose at these times, man. I'm going to read this again. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So you might have thought you knew this brother. It's like you might have thought you knew this brother since elementary school. Or you knew this brother since 5th grade. You saying in your mind, this brother not going to turn me in. This brother not going to kill me. This brother not going to rob me, man. All right? This brother's not going to bring or want any evil towards me. Hey, those are the same brothers. They gonna know exactly where you stay at. All right? And they know exactly how to talk to you because you were once friends with them in the world, probably. They going to come up to you and speak, softly. I seen that them Hebrew Israelites things you was talking about. We the people of the Bible. Then you might let them in your house. And they going to ravish your house. They're going to take everything from you, man. They're going to try to rob you. This is what's going to happen unto the saints of the Most High God. You got to be persecuted. Your own people going to persecute you, man. All right? You go all throughout the Bible, you see that the men of the Lord suffer persecution. All right? And it was from their own people. It's bad enough that Esau's out here trying to destroy you. They done stole your nationality. Now they got you in the land of your captivity. All right, they have done all these things to you. Now your own people whom you're trying to save, hey, they're going to turn their back on you too. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 3 and verse 3. All right. 1 Thessalonians 3 and verse 3. It says that no man should be moved by these afflictions. So you shouldn't be moved or scared by these afflictions that's going to come to pass. You got to deal with it. All right. The Most High set these things up from the beginning. You can't do nothing about it. You can't change it. You can't go back in time. You can't change who you are. So these things that's going to come to pass, you just got to deal with it, man. You got to take it on the chin like they say in the world. I'm going to read this again. 1 Thessalonians 3 and verse 3. That no man should be moved by these afflictions. For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. You know that we're appointed unto these things. How did you know? Because you should have been reading the Bible. If you don't know, I'm going to just assume you wasn't reading your Bible, man. You wasn't reading as often as you should have. If you were reading the Bible the way you're supposed to, you would have seen the things that our forefathers went through. You would have seen what David went through. All right? You would have seen what Paul went through, Peter, John. You would have seen these things, and you would have said, "Know what? I know I gotta suffer these things too. Why? Because I'm preaching on the behalf of Yahweh Shai, just like they were. All right. I'm gonna read this again. It says, "For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation." Right, me right now, whoever watches this, whoever's watching it now, I'm telling you right now that you are going to suffer tribulation. I always say this is like one of my favorite quotes. This truth is not a yellow brick road. I like the Wizard of Oz. You seen the yellow brick road? It was nothing but green pastures. You look on the right hand side, it's a green pasture. The right hand side is a green pasture. Then in the far ahead of you, you got the damn sun all bright. All right, that's not what this truth is about, man. All right, you got thunderstorms in this truth. You got thorns on the left hand side. You got the rocky region on the right hand side. Like he said, 2 Ezra 7:6 on down to verse 8. 8 say you got the water on the left hand side, paraphrasing, and you got the damn fire on the right hand side, man. You gotta avoid that. You gotta walk on that narrow path, and you better not slip. Because once you slip, it ain't nobody going to help you. There's nobody else on that road with you in them times, man. Because remember, the Lord said 2 Ezra 16:27 through 28, hey, there's going to be, a paraphrasing, about 10 people in the city. So you're going to have to tough it out. Like Jake like to say, you're going to have to thug it out in this thing, man. So if you do slip, hey, ain't nobody going to help you out. Ain't nobody going to, I got you, brother. All right? This is that time right now. When you slip, your brother can help you out right now. But this is going to be a different time that's coming to pass. Persecution is going to be taking place. You're going to be by your damn self. Look at Daniel. Daniel, he was by himself in that lion's den. He didn't have his brothers there. Now the Lord did send Habakkuk there to bring him bread. But that's about it. That ain't nothing. It's not like Habakkuk was dwelling in the damn den with him. He was all by himself, man. This is what's going to come to pass in these last days. You're going to have times where right now you got your Akim. All right, you may have your rib, or if you have ribs, all right, plural, you got more than one. You could deal with them now. You could talk with them now. You could get advice from them now. Y'all can go over the precepts together. All right, you can go over breakdowns together. But in the times of tribulations, there's no going over precepts and breakdowns, man. All right, you're going to be going through tribulations. This is 1 Thessalonians 3 through 4. 1 Thessalonians 3 and 4. It says, "For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulations, even as it came to pass, and ye know." How you going to know? Because you're going to be feeling it. All right, you're going to literally be living in them days. Look at Paul. Let me get this in Acts real quick. Acts 14. Paul got stoned for the truth. All right. I don't know any brother right now that got stoned. All right. Personally, I don't know. You tell me if you know somebody. But me personally, besides Paul, I don't know another brother. Well, you got Stephen. There's other people that may have gotten stoned. But now, I've never seen nobody get stoned, man. So you can't cry about the tribulations you got right now. That's nothing. All right. This is Acts 14. And I'm going to read verse 19. I'm going to get right to the point. All right. This is the book of Acts 14 and 19. And all Paul was trying to do in this chapter, he was trying to tell Jake, stop worshiping me. Because they called Barnabas and Paul Jupiter and Mercury's. All right. You know, they was trying to worship him and give oblations to him. He told him to say, hey, brother, I'm just your brother, man. I'm trying to tell you, stay away from these idols. But this is what Jake does when you try to tell them the truth. This is the book of Acts 14 and verse 19. It says, "And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead." So there's going to be men, they're going to literally try to put you to death. All right. Right now, you don't got people stoning people. You know, you got Ishmaelites out there stoning people. They might do that now. But here in Babylon, you don't see anybody getting stoned. All right. In these last days, you don't see people get stoned. Why? Because, hey, people are just going to be so angry. They're going to pick up whatever's next and they're going to pick it up and then throw it at you. Oh, you a Hebrew Israelite? Get him, get him. All right. Just like in the movies where they have the damn pitchforks and the torches in their hand. That's how they're going to be coming at you and persecuting you in these last days, man. All right. Grabbing up damn rocks and boulders and damn tree branches and chasing you down and trying to put you to death. Just like they put Paul, they tried to put him to death, man. I'm going to read this again. This is the book of Acts 14 and verse 19. And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium who persuaded the people. So you're going to have other Jakes kind of whispering, yo, we got to get this brother, man. You remember those videos I used to show you where he used to say we was gonna die if we smoke weed? We gonna die if we continue to be adulterers. We gonna die if we continue to do this and that. Hold on, we gotta get this brother, man. Now it's our time to shine. Remember, he used to get on us. Now we gonna get on him. You gonna have Jakes like that persuading men to try to put you to death. It says persuading the people, and having stoned Paul, drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead, man. All right. So they try to put Paul to death. All right. That's what's going to happen to you in these last days. All right. Let me get this in Jeremiah 37 and verse 13. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah 30. All right. 33 and verse 17, I believe it is. Slacky 37. Jeremiah 37 and verse 13, I believe. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah 37 and verse 13. It says, and when he was in the gate, this is talking about Jeremiah. It says, and when he was in the gate of Benjamin, a captain of the ward was there, whose name was Arijah, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Hananiah. And he took Jeremiah the prophet, saying, thou fallest away to the Chaldeans. Because remember, Jeremiah, he was prophesying of the downfall of Jerusalem. He was telling Jake, screaming it, speaking softly, with compassion. He was using compassion at times. He's telling Jake, yo, if you don't repent, keep the commandments of the Lord, and the Most High, he's going to bring Nebuchadnezzar over here. He's going to bring the king of Babylon over here, and you're going to have to serve him for 70 years, man. But they didn't want to listen. So this man, this Benjamin, he caught Jeremiah. He said, hold on now. You the prophet, you the brother that was telling us that, these Babylonians, they going to come and destroy us. That's what we're doing now. We're telling Jake that the Lord is coming to destroy them if they don't repent. They're going to look at us and say the same thing. Hold on, you the brother, like I just said, you the brother I seen in the video. You said Jesus Christ is going to kill me. That's what they're going to say to you, man. These things are going to happen over and over again. They're going to say you fall us away to the Chaldeans. You fall us away to the enemies. All right? Because in Jake mind, Jake loved this thing called black power. All right? If you wicked, hey, they don't care. Black power, man. All right? You're for me and me for you. Even though I'm doing wickedly, they feel as if, even though they're doing wickedly, they feel as if in their mind, you should still have compassion for them. You should still support them. Oh, I smoke weed, but you can still support me. All right? But being the fact that you're in the truth, and it's against your nature and your spirit to support them in their wickedness, they're going to say you fall away to the enemies, man. Why? Because you getting on them. All right? Verse 14. It says, then said Jeremiah, it is false. I fall not away to the Chaldeans. So we going to say that too, Lord willing. All right? When Jake try to grab us up and say, man, you the enemy. We're going to say, man, I was trying to help you. I was trying to cause you to repent. It says, but he hearkened not to him. So Arijah took Jeremiah and brought him to the princes. And Jake going to do that to you. Jake going to bring you to the princes. And the princes of this earth is the Edomites, the so-called white man. He going to bring you up to these princes, and he going to say, here you go, massa. All right? And then Esau, he going to have his little bag of shekels and then throw his them damn shekels at Jake. And Jake going to scurry off somewhere and continue to perform all manner of folly and madness, man. Why you about to get slain before this Edomite? All right? Or get put in a ward or whatever the case may be. Verse 15, it says, wherefore the princes were wroth with Jeremiah and smote him and put him in prison in the house of Jonathan the scribe, for they had made that the prison. So you see, men of the Lord, you're gonna get put in prisons, man. These are the things you should expect to take place in these last days. Don't think, I know I'm gonna be the brother that's ducked off in the wilderness. You don't know if you're gonna be in the wilderness. You don't know if you're going to get away. The Most High might have it that you might be the brother that Esau, he's just watching you all day. All right, right now, I could be being watched. All right? You could be being watched right now. These Edomites, these FBI agents, CIA agents, they're watching you right now. They're tracking you. As soon as all hell break loose and them alarms go off, they gonna grab you up. You might be the brother to get grabbed up. Don't be convinced in your mind that I'm going to the wilderness. I'm gonna go in the forest. I'm gonna get out of here. You don't know that. All right. These are the things you should really focus on. This. You should get your mind prepared to be put in shackles of iron for the Most High. All right. All right. You should be spiritually and mentally being prepared to be put to death. You might get sawed in half. All right. Hey, Esau's a cruel being, man. If you don't know that by now, I'm going to let you know right now how Esau get down. Esau might shackle you up. He got your arms like this in the air, your feet all spread out, and he got you chained down to the ground. Then he got these rats that he been saving up, and he hasn't been feeding them rats. Them rats, they didn't get no food. Esau's not feeding these rats no cheese. So these rats, they all hungry, all right? You know, they starving. Then Esau, he kind of let these rats go, and they start devouring your privy member. They start eating your damn eyeballs out, man. These are the things. Esau's going to do this to certain brothers. This is what you got to expect, all right? And the person that's going to deliver you up is your brother. Your brother's going to deliver you up to these things, man. Look at Yahushua. Let me grab this in Matthew 27. Look at Yahushua. He was delivered up by his own brother, all right? This is the book of Matthew. So I passed it in damn Luke. All right, this is Matthew 27. I'm going to start at verse 27. All right. This is Matthew 27 and 27. This is after he was already delivered up. It says, Then the soldiers of the governor took Yahushua into the common hall and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers. And they stripped him and put him in a scarlet robe. So they was doing this to mock Yahushua. All right, because Yahushua, he is the king of the Jews. So they were mocking him. They put him in this quote unquote royal apparel. All right. Esau, they gonna do that to you too. All right, they gonna rip the clothes you got on. You might have your mitri on. You know, I got my white shirt on. Esau gonna rip this off me. They gonna part my garments. All right. They might part your garments up. Then snatch your mitri off your head. Smack you all up. Rub you all on your head. Gripping your head and pushing you this way, stomping on you all crazy, again smacking you up, punching you up, man. This is how Esau's going to do you in these last days, man. The same way they've done Yahushua. All right, verse 29. It says, And when they had plaited a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head. Because remember, again, Yahushua is the king of the Jews. And right now, when we go out there in the highways and byways, we screaming loud and yelling, We the kings of the earth. We the kings and princes of the earth and queens of the earth. We're the royalty of the earth. Hey, Esau, they hearing all of this, man. All right, Esau, they hating it. And they're plotting. They plotting on how to get back back at you. So they gonna remember, remember you said, yeah, you a king. And they might put some damn thorns in your head, man. All right. They might put something uncomfortable in your head, man, to mock you. All right. Continuing on, it says they put it upon his head and a reed in his hand. And they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. And they spit upon him. These Edomites, they go, it wasn't no, or a little mist of spit, or they spit and they missed. This spit, Esau's found disgusting. This spit came from their damn bowels, man. It came from their damn bowels upward, and then they just hawk spit in Yahushua's face, man. Straight up. This is what's going to happen. This might happen to you. Things like either this happens to you or things like this might happen to you, man. All right. It says, I'm going to read it again. It says, And they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him and put his own raiment on him and led him away to crucify him. All right. So you, instead of being crucified, and they might bring that back. All right. Because remember, these Babylonians, they're just like the Romans. That was a classic Roman thing. All right. In the time of the Romans, they love to crucify people, put you on that cross. All right. They might do that again as mockery, or they might just use them guillotines. You know, America, they just ordered, I believe, what was it? Maybe 3 to 4 years ago, 80,000 plus guillotines. How much more you think they got now? Because back then, they're Esau's trying to calculate. this many Israelites are waking up. All right, let's just buy 80,000 for right now. Hey, 4 years have passed since then. They doubled up, they tripled up on that now. Because they continue to see more Jake wake up to this truth. So they ready for you. Alright? The Most High put it in their spirit for them to do these things. These things are going to take place. It's not if, ands, buts, maybes. You can get away from it. If it's your lot, it's your lot, man. You got to man up to it. Alright? I'm going to get this in the book of 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter. Alright? What a mighty elder of the Most High. Alright? Mighty elder. Alright? Eleazar. This is 2 Maccabees 6, and I'm going to start at verse 15. Alright? This is 2 Maccabees 6 and 15. It's like 18. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. So they're going to try to get you to denounce the Most High. How are they going to do this? They might try to get you to eat swine's flesh. All right. They might have they might cook you up some shrimp. All right. Some quote unquote, according to Jake, some bomb shrimp. All right. I forget what those damn platters are called. Them damn seafood platters where they be Jake put the eggs in there. They put the eggs, the sausages, the hot sausages in there. Jake put fried chicken in there. Then they got the lobster head. They got the crabs in there. They got a whole bunch of abominations in there. All right, a crab. What the brothers? A crab boil. All right, right. So they gonna cook things like that up for you, man. And then they gonna put they know Jake. They know you like hot sauce, Jake. They gonna pour the hot sauce on there, and it might smell good to you. They gonna say, here, just eat this. All you gotta do is eat this, and you can go free. I'll let you go. All right, and Esau, when they tell you they gonna let you go. They really gonna shoot you in your back when you get them shackles off you. All right, so you better be a wise brother, man. All right, don't eat it. Be like the brother Eleazar, like we about to read. Verse 19, it says, but he, choosing rather to die gloriously. So he said, nah, the hell with that. I'm going to just take this. I'm going to take this L, man. I'm going to get put to death. All right. Continuing on. Then to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord, Salakia, to the torment. Meaning, hey, he said, no, what? I'm going to take this torment. All right. You want to lash me up, beat me up, spit on me, kick me down. All right. Hey, I'm going to just take this, man. Why? Because I'm not going to denounce the Most High. This is how you have to be this strong in these last days. You have to really be, this is a strong brother right here. A weak brother get put in a situation, he's finished. Why? Because one, he's going to eat the abomination. He's going to eat the abomination. He's going to stain up his name. He's going to destroy his name in Israel. And as soon as Esau even allows him to go free, the Most High going to destroy that man. The Most High going to take him out the way. You seen Judas Iscariot. Look what he did. He sold out Yahushua for some money. Then he regretted it. Then he tried to give the money back. And the Lord made him go kill himself, man. This is what the Lord has in store for men that's weak. He gonna make you eat that swine's flesh. He gonna allow you to denounce his name. And then he gonna make you go kill yourself. Or he gonna cause you to be put to death. Alright? And he might save you until the damn angels come. He might let Michael the archangel come down and slay you, man. Put you to death, man. That's the first and last time you see Michael the archangel. Him putting you to death. This is what's going to take place. You got to be a strong brother and endure. All right. Verse 20, 2 Maccabees 6 and 20. It says, as it behoved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things, as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted, but they that had the charge of the wicked feast for the old acquaintance, Lakia, they had with the man. So there's men that were acquainted with Eleazar. They were friends prior to this. Taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision. So they grabbed him. They said, know what? This man, he just won't give up. All right, they sent brothers that he knew. They pulled him to the side. That's what Esau going to do. They going to send, if you're not denouncing the Most High, they might send somebody you know. You might have known this brother in the world. He was your best friend. Esau might send this brother your way. Or forget even a brother that you knew in the world. Hey, there's going to be brothers with fringes on. See these fringes? All right. These fringes I got on. There's going to be brothers with fringes on. They already been denounced the Most High. Hey, Esau going to use them. They're agents for Esau. Esau gonna kind of send them in, and they gonna say, brother, Esau, he just blessed me with this and that. Brother, all you gotta do is eat that shrimp, crab, and lobster. Or if not, if you don't want to eat that, all right, I know it's not lawful for you to eat those things. So know what? Let me bring you some chicken. It's lawful to eat chicken. You can eat lamb. They might even try to finesse you and say, here, we got some lamb for you. All right? You can eat this, but let me read it. I don't want to spoil it. It says, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision. So they said, know what? Bring food that's lawful for you to eat. Why? We're about to find out. Such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if he had and make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king. So they said, know what? Hey brother, just go and get some chicken, some damn lamb. You can eat those things. Just eat this, take this and eat this. It's not an abomination unto you. Eat it, but pretend like you ate the shrimp, crab, or the lobster. Pretend like you ate this, the pork that the king wants you to eat, so that all Israel can see it. And then they're seeing this brother. This is a mighty brother. He was strong for the Lord. He damn gave up and ate the pork. They're going to be like, damn, this is really not the truth then, man. I thought that was a mighty brother. That's what's going to happen in these last days. These brothers you look up to, all right, or even you sisters, you may have a sister you may look up to. These brothers and sisters, some of them going to denounce the Most High. The Most High going to give them up to their own lusts. And then you're going to see it. You're going to behold it. You're going to say, damn, this is not the truth, man. Then you're going to instantly fall out. And then you're going to do whatever Esau tell you to do, man. All right. Continuing on. Verse 22. That in so doing, he might be delivered from death. All right. So basically, if he would have ate this thing, he would have pretended. And the Most High would have allowed, not the Most High, these Edomites, they would have allowed him to go free. All right. It says that in so doing, he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. See that? So, they wanted him to really sell out, all right? And then they was like, no, we could be friends again. All right, we could be all cool. Just eat this. Just fake it. Fake it till you make it. All right? They're going to send agents your way, and they're going to tell you to do things like that. Continuing on, verse 23, it says, but he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Yahweh, therefore he answered accordingly. And this is Eleazar, it says, and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave. He said, nah, the hell with that. I'm not going to sell out, man. Just send me to the grave, man. Put me to death. Put me in the grave, man. Send me under, because that's what you're going to do to me anyway. Continuing on in verse 24, it says, for it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to disassemble. Meaning, even in my old age, I may be feeble, I may be weak, my bones easily break, I quake at different things now. I'm not as strong as I was in my youth, but I'm still not going to disassemble and forsake the commandments of the Most High. I'm not going to disassemble and bring shame unto Israel. I'm not going to disassemble and bring folly to my name, man. He said, I'm going to stand firm for the Most High. I'm going to stand 10 toes down, like Jake loved to say. All right. Continuing on, it says, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion. So they knew what they were doing. They wanted this old man in his old age, he was known in Israel. He wasn't just a random guy. Eleazar wasn't random. He was a known scribe in Israel, a mighty man of the Most High. They said, we're going to attack and go for this brother's neck first. If we cause the head of Israel to fall, one of the top or chiefest men of Israel to fall, we're going to get the rest of these little nobodies to fall. All right, these little young brothers and young sisters, they going to fall because why? Their elder that they used to listen to, he done gave up. He forsook the Most High. They're going to say, damn, I looked up to that brother. I looked up to that elder and he damn forsook the Most High. What am I? And they're going to forsake the Most High. They're going to rip off their fringes. All right, they're going to stop wearing mitres. They're going to start calling themselves black and Hispanic and Native Americans again. They're going to go back unto a strange God. But Eleazar and his wisdom, all right, and his firmness and stiffness for the Most High, he said, I'm not going to cause these young brothers and sisters to fall, all right? I'm going to stand strong so that they can be strong, all right? So that they stand bold for the Most High. Reading on to verse 25. It says, and so, through mine hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me. And I get a stain to mine own old age and make it abominable. All right. So he said, know what? Because if I would have done this, I would have lived maybe for another hour. Slacky, the Most High maybe would allow me to live another hour, another 2 days, and then he would have put me to death because I brought shame on Israel. And this brother, ultimately, he not only did he save himself, but he was willing to die for his brother. All right. You gotta be willing to die for your brother in this thing too, man. You might get put in a situation where Esau, for example, hey, you and your brother, you've been laboring with this brother for years now. This brother's faith, he's not as strong. His faith is not as strong as your faith. Now Esau, he kind of looking at both y'all. He says, which one of y'all want to go to the guillotine first? And then you looking at your brother, his snot coming out his nose. His damn hella tears coming out his eyes, man. This man looked like he about to give up the ghost. He turning purple damn near. You gotta look at your brother and say, you know what? Hey brother, you stay here. I'm gonna go get put to death first. Now your brother, he may look at you, and then because he's seen you get put to death first, and you took that off of his shoulders for a little time, he now might get strong. He might get stirred up. So you gotta be like how Eleazar was, man. He was ready to die for his brethren. Let me get this real quick. It's the book of 1 John. I'm going to get this first. John 15 and 13. This is John 15 and verse 13. It says, greater love hath no man than this. So there's no love greater than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. So you got to be able to lay down your life for your friends in these last days, man. Because Esau might grab up a bunch of you, like I just said, man. You got to be willing to get put to death for your brothers, all right? You got to be a mighty man. You got to be like the Maccabees. The Maccabees, they was ready to get put to death for their brothers. Let me get this in 1 Maccabees. All right, 1 Maccabees 13 and verse 4. This is 1 Maccabees 13 and verse 4. It says, by reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake. He's speaking about Judas Maccabeus and Jonathan. This is Simon speaking. I'm going to read it again. It says, by reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake. They wasn't slain for their own sake. They wasn't just worried about themselves. They were worried about the sake of Israel, the well-being of Israel. They put their lives on the line to save a multitude of the children of Israel, man. That's how you got to be. You got to be a brother like that. That's a mighty brother right there, man. Judas Maccabeus, all right, Jonathan. All right, these brothers are mighty men in the scriptures. These are men you want to be like them. You don't want to be like Chris Brown. You think Chris Brown is going to die for his brothers? Chris Brown is not going to die for his brothers. All right? Chris Brown is too busy dancing for Esau. You think Jay-Z going to die for his brothers? He's too busy rapping for Esau. You think LeBron James going to damn die for his brothers? Although he acts like he's a Jake supporting man. He not going to die for his brothers, man. These brothers, they going to ride for Esau to the end. You got to be like the Maccabees. You got to be like the brothers in the scriptures, man. They ready to die for their brothers. They're ready to do whatever it takes for Israel's sake. All right? Whatever sacrifice they had to give up, all right, they did it for Israel's sake, man. It wasn't no ifs, ands, buts. They wasn't stingy. You know, I'm kind of thinking about myself. Let me think. Give me 5 minutes to think. Hell no, man. It ain't no 5 minutes to think. You think when you in that cell with your brother and Esau's saying, hey, which one of y'all want to get this guillotine first? You think you got 5 minutes to think? You better stand the hell up. You better look at your brother and say, you know what? Brother, hey, I got you, brother. Stand the hell up and take that L for your brother, man. All right? Maybe you might have just helped that brother get the kingdom by doing that. Who knows? And you might get put to death. And then the Lord, as soon as you get put to death, Yahweh Shai cracked the sky open, and then the brother with the low faith, he didn't even have to get put to death, man. All right, then the Lord put the spirit on that brother. Now he's strong, and he has more. He has an abundance of faith. This is how important it is to ride or die for your brother. That's what it means to ride or die for your brother, right there. All right, let me read this again in 1 Maccabees 13:4. It says, by reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake, and I am left alone. Now therefore be it far from me, that I should spare mine own life in any time of trouble. He said, I'm not going to spare my own life in a time of trouble. When it's the time of trouble, I'm going to lay down my life for my brother. Just like a carpet or doormat. A doormat, you put the doormat on the ground and people just walk all over it. You got to be ready to be a doormat for your brothers. All right? It says, for I am no better than my brethren. And you got to understand that. All right? You're not better than the next brother. Just because you have this breakdown or you have this amount of wisdom, or you may be you may be known in Israel. You're not better than a brother that's not known in Israel. You're not better than a brother that barely could break down Deuteronomy 28. Y'all both the same. Y'all brothers, man. You got to think like that. This is the mindset you have to have in these last days. Let me get this other one real quick. This is 1 John 3:16. All right, this is the book of 1 John 3 and verse 16. All right, bear with me. 1 John 3:16. It says, hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brethren. So we ought to also lay down our lives for our brethren. You can't fear death. We all gotta die. This flesh is gonna die. It's gonna perish away. That's been a covenant given unto man from the beginning. Let me get this real quick. In the book of Sirach 41 and verse 3. All right, this is Sirach 41. All right, Sirach 41 and 3. It says, fear not the sentence of death. So you can't fear death. Don't be scared of that. All right, this world, there's nothing here. You shouldn't want to live in this present world. You shouldn't live in this flesh. All right, if you fear death, hey, you got the wrong mindset, brother. All right, you still in Babylon. You got to be honest with yourself. You still in Babylon. You should actually want to die for this truth. You should actually want to get put out of the earth. You don't see anything good coming out of this earth, man. This earth is waxing wickeder and wickeder by the day. There's nothing good coming out of this place, man. So I'm going to read this again in Sirach 41 and 3. He says, fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee. Remember Simon. Remember Judas Maccabees. Remember Jonathan. All right. Remember Paul. Remember Peter. All right. Remember Stephen. We can't forget about Stephen. Stephen got stoned for this thing too, man. Remember all these. Remember David. All right. Remember Gideon. Remember Jehu. All right. Remember all these men of old and men of renown. These men all put their lives on the line for this truth. They all was ready to die for this thing, man. Remember those brothers and be encouraged. Be strong. I'm going to read this again. Sirach 41 and 3. It says, fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee and that come after thee. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh. Not some flesh. He said all flesh. All flesh has to perish. This flesh must be destroyed, man. It has to vanish away. As long as this abounds, death is going to abound. And we all know in the kingdom, death is not going to abound. All right, he told you that in Revelation 20 and 14. This is the book of Revelation 20 and verse 14. It says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. See that? So the Most High, he's going to cast death into the fire. Death is no longer going to be a thing. So, hey, if you got to die here on this earth, in this flesh, so be it, man. You're going to get the kingdom, Lord willing. You have an abundance of riches. All right. You're going to be at peace with the animals of the earth. Imagine being at peace with a lion now. Like David. All right. You read about that in Sirach, the 41st chapter as well. All right. I believe. Or maybe 47. Sirach 47 and 3. He played with it. I got to grab it real quick. Sirach 47. I'm going to start at verse 1. All right. This is the book of Sirach 47. And I'm going to read verse 1. These are the things we have to look forward to after death. This is Sirach 47. And I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, and after him rose up Nathan to prophesy in the time of David. As is the fat taken away from the peace offering, so was David chosen out of the children of Israel. He played with lions as with kids, and with bears as with lambs. So he was able to play with damn animals, man. These are the things that's going to take place after death, man. All right? You're going to have peace with the animals. I got to get a few more real quick. I know I went to something else. But this is the book of Proverbs, not Proverbs, Job 5 and verse 23. All right? This is why you don't fear death. I don't fear death as of right now. Lord willing, it stays that way. Why? Because I have these things to look forward to. All right? This is the book of Job 5 and verse 23. Slacky. Job 5 and 23. It says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. So you're going to have the beasts of the field being at peace with you, man. Like the brother says, having peace with a snake. Right now, you think you could go up to any old anaconda? You kind of rubbing on the anaconda like you petting a dog. That anaconda, he going to swallow you whole. He's going to devour you, man. Hey, but in the kingdom, man, you're going to be able to deal with anaconda. You can have a pet anaconda if you want to. All right? Don't do that right now, though. Don't try to be like these Edomites. They got snakes all on their neck. That's not for you right now. But in the kingdom, you'll have those things. Let's get another one in Ezekiel 34 and verse 24. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel 34 and verse 24. All right, Ezekiel 34 and verse 24. It says, and the Lord will be their God. It says, and the Lord will be their God, and my servant David, prince among them. I, the Lord, have spoken it, and I will make with them a covenant of peace, and will cause the evil beast to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. All right? So you're going to have peace with all types of animals in the kingdom, man. All right? A damn bear. You can have a pet bear if you want to. All right? You can have a damn tiger. All right? Me personally, I want a tiger. Tiger on my right-hand side. And then I want a jaguar on the left-hand side. All right? I want these things. Right now, I can't do that. Why? Because I'm still here present in this flesh, man. All right? So after death, you're going to have dominion over the beasts of the field, and you're going to have dominion over all things as it should have been from the beginning. I'm going to grab one more precept and close it out, Lord willing. All right? This is the book of Psalms 8 and verse 6. All right? This is Psalms 8 and verse 6, real quick. All right? Psalms 8 and 6. It says, thou madest him, this is talking about man, thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. So we were supposed to have all works or power over the works of the Most High's hand. All right. You notice he told you in Sirach, it might have been the 44th chapter or so, somewhere in the 40s. Hey, he even told you he makes, there's all types of beasts he's made in the deep. All right. You got things like sharks and things like that. You're supposed to have power over those things. Right now, people, they're riding damn dolphins. All right. Hey, if we would have kept the commandment and stayed in our first estate, we would have been riding a shark, a whale. All right, you can do whatever the hell you want. It said, I'm going to read it again. It says, thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, yea, and the beasts of the field, the fowl of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the paths of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. And with that, I'm going to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, which the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, which the world calls Jesus Christ. Shalom, shalom.